Yo, welcome everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good start to the week. I know today was a holiday for some. I had sort of a half holiday. The center was closed today, so I had a little lighter day than usual, which was kind of nice. So here we are, Monday night. We're going to do about 15 minutes of breath work and then about 30 minutes of yoga nidra. So for breath work this evening, you can choose to be seated or lying down, whatever feels best for you. So we're not going to do any alternate nostril breathing. You don't need to use your right hand for anything or your fingers or touch your nose. So just settle into a comfy space, seated or lying down. Right. One or two others coming on board. All right. So tonight, last week when we gathered, it was the full harvest moon in Aries. Tonight, we are gathering under the half moon. So as we gather under the half moon and notice that the days are becoming a little shorter, the nights are a little longer. As I mentioned, this is a perfect time of the year to start to stretch out your evening relaxation routine, including yoga nidra, and our sleep habits. So getting to bed a little earlier, perhaps, than usual. And yoga nidra is the perfect practice to unwind to prepare for a good night's sleep. So welcome. The half moon also marks the space between fullness and newness. It's a quiet equilibrium where light and dark meet harmony. So our practice this evening is going to focus on connecting to this point of equilibrium from within by honoring the sacred pause and a moment to rest and to restore harmony in body, mind, and spirit. So take your time to fully arrive, creating a comfortable seat for yourself or lying down, whatever you choose. Feel for supporting the back of your body, opening the chest, the lungs, and the back of your throat. And then feel for the breath. Tuning into the breath at the very tip of the nose, center of the nostrils. Let your eyes rest. And then begin to move inward. Come home through the five senses, anchoring oneself into the body. First, sensing the breath at the tip of the nose and the center of your nostrils. Let your breath be relaxed, effortless. And then sense behind your eyes light, darkness, and anything else you might visualize or see behind your eyelids. And then lower the gaze of your eyes away from the brain towards the body. Sense the whole body, breathing the breath. And then begin to listen. Listen for the sounds around you. Perhaps the sound of my voice. And then the sounds from within. Sound of breath. Sound of the heartbeat. Listen for your own internal rhythm. Then sense the feeling of touch. Feel for the air on your skin, the texture of the surface beneath you. Feel for the weight of your body supported by the ground, the seat, the earth below. As you breathe gently through the nose, notice and sense any subtle aromas in the air around you, and any lingering tastes in your mouth from the day, your last meal, snack, and then relax the base, the root of your tongue, and begin to feel and sense the presence of now, this moment. Sense yourself fully arriving into the body through all five senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Grounded in the present moment, becoming present with oneself. In this state of presence, feel for the breath. Possible breathing through the nose. No effort to breathe, just sensing the flow of breath. Observe the rhythm of the breath, the rise and fall of the inhale, the exhale. And notice the space between, the sacred pause between the inhale and the exhale, and between the exhale and the next cycle of breath. Each moment of pause allows you to soften a bit more, and the breath begins to slow down all on its own. Begin to feel for breathing a little more slowly, a little more fully. Belly now, breathing each breath. And then from the deep low belly, we're going to take 3 back-to-back inhales. So you're going to stack the inhales one on top of another, breathing in 1/3 of the way, another third, and then another third to fullness. And when you get to that moment of fullness at the top of the third inhale, you'll pause, and then you'll exhale through your mouth, your lips, your nose, any way that feels good. Might feel especially good to let go with a big sigh. First, just follow your next couple of natural breaths, belly breathing the breath, and then through the nose from the belly, inhale 1/3, another third, and then inhale to fullness, and then exhale, let go. Again, from the belly, breathe in 1/3, again, again, fullness, exhale, let go. We'll do another together. Inhale through the nose from the belly, 1/3, again, again, pause, exhale, let it go. Then another 2 rounds on your own. After your last round, just take a slow, long, deep breath in through the nose. Stretch your lungs fully, purse your lips, and this time blow it out through your lips. And then a natural breath. And then a few more natural breaths. And then one more round. From the belly through the nose, inhale slowly. Feel for stretching, base of the lungs, front, back, sides of the lungs. Pause at the very top. Purse your lips. Exhale through the lips, extending your exhalation. Relax the effort. Natural breath returns. And just allow yourself to remain for a moment or two in the natural rhythm of the breath. We'll now begin to create an equal part inhalation and exhalation. Breathing in, breathing out for a steady count of 4. Sense the breath at the tip of the nose, deep low belly. Inhaling to a count of 4. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, count to 4. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, count to 4. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own, inhaling to a count of 4. Exhaling, same length of time. Allow for a moment of pause at the top of the inhale. A moment of emptiness at the end of the exhale. Feel for each cycle of breath, balanced, steady, in harmony. And as you continue to breathe, equal part breath, Samavriti, you might now begin to visualize the breath as the half moon. And as you inhale, trace the inhale, the bright curve of the half moon upward. And then as you exhale, trace the shadow side of the curve downward. So inhaling up the bright curve of the half moon, exhaling downward, tracing the shadow side of the moon earthward. Continue to follow this pattern of the half moon up, other half of the moon down, as you follow the inhale and the exhale to a steady count of 4. Each cycle of breath, completing the circle of the moon, tracing the bright side on the inhale, the dark side on the exhale, feeling for harmony between effort and ease. Inhaling light, exhaling shadow, resting in the pause in the moment between the lightness and the dark, Top of the inhale, between the dark and the light, end of the exhale. It's that moment of pause, the sacred pause that restores equilibrium. Continue for about 3 more rounds of breath. When you finish the last round, feels like your last round, or when you feel complete with the breath practice, let go of the effort. Let natural breath return. Notice the transition from the effort to breathe to the ease of being still. And then allow yourself the time to transition fully into a resting position for Yoga Nidra. So if you're seated, you might now choose to lie down. Support your body, blankets, pillows, eye covers, maybe a bolster underneath your knees, maybe a thin, light cushion underneath your head, neck, shoulders. Rest your arms. Ideally, palms are open. So there's this external rotation of the shoulders, a broadening of your collarbones, an opening across the chest, lungs, and heart space. You begin to sense softness in the palms of the hands, your feet, and your toes. Feel for a little bit of length in the back of your necks, a little bit of space in your low back of the rib cage, back of the spine, fully supported. Once you have positioned your body comfortably, rest your eyes. Lower the gaze of the eyes towards the nose, towards the body, away from the brain. Sense whole body, breathing the breath. And through the breath, welcome yourself into stillness, this opportunity to do absolutely nothing. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Let go of the feeling of rushing to anywhere or being late or obligated to be somewhere. Let go of the need to change, fix, or even control everything, anything, or everything. Let go and allow. Allow yourself to be present, to be still, open palms, open heart, ready to receive the gifts of Yoga Nidra, this practice of deep conscious rest. Welcome all that this experience has to offer. For some, you might feel restless, others might doze off to sleep, or you might be somewhere between the two. Welcome it all. Thoughts, the feelings, sensations. If at any point in time you'd like to make an adjustment to feel more comfortable, please, by all means, feel free to do so. Begin to breathe just with a little more awareness. No effort, awareness. Every inhale draws you inward, homeward. Every exhale, letting go of anything that might keep you from being present in this moment with oneself. And as you come home to a quiet space within you, awareness moving inward, allow the image of your inner sanctuary to come to mind. Your inner sanctuary can be a real place, or you can create it entirely through your imagination. Perhaps a quiet beach, a favorite room in your house, a hammock in your backyard. Whatever your inner sanctuary might be, see it clearly through your senses. Notice the light, the air, the sound, the feeling of your inner sanctuary. Allow your imagination to bring your inner sanctuary to life. This is your refuge, a quiet space within you that allows you to slow down, release effort, and to rest. Your inner sanctuary is here for you, present with you. From now on, through the remainder of the Yoga Nidra journey. Feel for its essence, the feeling of safety, calm, and support. And from this place within you, you might now create, connect, or invite your heart's intention into the practice. What brings you here? Is there something you would like to receive, to embody in these moments of rest? Whatever your intention might be, let it be simple, yet profound and true. Speak it as truth. I rest in the pause. My natural state is equilibrium. Whatever your intention might be, repeat it silently or out loud to yourself at least 3 times. Speak it and feel it as truth already present from within. And breathe it in and let it go, trusting the process, the journey of Yoga Nidra. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Notice and observe and sense your whole body breathing each cycle of breath. You might return to the visualization of the moon, inhaling, sensing the mind's bright edge, the half moon, and then exhaling along its shadow side. Breath is natural, restful, just inhaling, visualizing the bright side of the half moon, exhaling along the shadow side. Notice the pause at the top of the inhale, perhaps a natural moment of pause at the end of the exhale, that moment where light meets dark, moment where effort meets ease. Allow yourselves to stay here present with the flow of the breath. A few more cycles, creasing both the bright and the dark side of the moon. And then sense your whole body breathing the breath. And from this point on, simply sense your body breathing the breath, letting go of any last bit of effort. And as we travel through the body this evening, I invite you to shift your attention and awareness to different parts of the body. And as you touch upon each part of the body with your presence, with your awareness, just feel for the feeling of letting go of effort and allowing for ease. Sense the palm of the right hand. Feel for ease in the palm of the right hand, letting go of effort in the palm of the right hand. Tip of the right thumb, right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky. Back of your right hand and the whole right wrist. Right forearm, elbow, upper arm, the right shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Right side of the rib cage, right side lung, right side heart space, right side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Right hip and the whole right leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now sense the entire right side of the body. Feel for the breath. Feel for letting go. Last bit of effort. Allowing for a state of ease in the right side of the body. Shift your attention to the palm of your left hand. Begin to feel the palm of the left hand. Tip of the left thumb. Left index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Left pinky. Back of the left hand. And your whole left wrist. Left forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space. Left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between. Left hip and your whole left leg, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Sense the entire left side of the body, whole left side of the body, releasing last bit of effort, allowing for a state of ease. and the left side of the body. Begin to feel your attention shifting to the bottoms of your feet. Notice the skin on the bottoms of your feet. Feel for the release of effort. Allow for ease in the feet, heels, and the back of your legs, calves, upper back thighs, back of the knees, back of the hips, tip of the tailbone, center of low back, back of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, the entire back side of the spine, space between the shoulder blades, outer edges, back of the shoulders, and the arms, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, back of your wrists, hands, and fingers. Sense the skin on the back of your neck, base of the skull, behind the ears, back of the head. From the crown of your head to your fingertips to your toes, sense, feel the entire backside of the body. Back of the body, letting go of effort, allowing for ease in the back of the body. Begin to sense the skin at the center of your forehead. Feel the center of the forehead, the muscles softening, releasing effort. Allow for ease between the eyebrows, temples, cheekbones, upper jaw, lower jaw, and the space between. Space between the collarbones, outer edges of your collarbones, front of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, front side of the shoulders, and the arms, upper inner arms, your biceps, inner wrists, forearms, palms of your hands, and the fingertips. Sense the navel center, above and below, deep low belly, front side of the hips, and the front thighs, knees, shins, tops of your feet, and the tips of the toes. From the toe tips to your fingertips to the crown of your head, sense the whole front side of the body in a state of ease, letting go of effort. And then begin to sense front of the body merging with the back of the body. Notice the space between front, back of the body. Sense the left side of the body, right side of the body, right and left sides of the body merging as one. Notice the space between. And then notice all sides of the body, front, back, left, right, all sides of the body merging as one. Sense the space within you and the space beyond you. Feel and sense the whole body breathing. Inhaling ease. Exhaling tension. Inhaling lightness. Exhaling darkness. Breathing into a state of integration, resting, harmony, equilibrium, and in the sacred pause offered by the breath. Sense your whole body breathing the breath. Begin to feel for pairs of opposites showing up as sensations in the body. Notice and sense the feeling of heaviness. Feel for heaviness within the body. You might sense the pull of the ground, the earth beneath you. Feel for heaviness in your body. Then begin to feel for the opposite. Feel for lightness, the feeling of lightness, weightless, suspended in air. Sense the feeling of lightness in your body. And then feel for both heaviness, lightness, heaviness and lightness, pull of the air, the earth beneath you, weightless, suspended in the air. Sense heaviness and lightness, the body as one continuous spectrum of sensation in your body. Feel for the feeling of warmth in your body, the feeling of warmth, the ember of your inner fire. Feel for warmth in the body. Then sense the opposite, the feeling of coolness, calm of the moonlight. Sense the feeling of coolness in your body. And then notice and sense both the feeling of warmth, the ember of your inner fire, feeling of warmth, and the feeling of coolness, calm of the moonlight, sense of coolness, warmth, and coolness in the body. Notice both as one continuous spectrum of sensation in your body, warmth and coolness. It begins to sense the feeling of effort, the feeling of effort in the body, doing, striving, accomplishing. Notice the feeling of effort in your body. Notice the opposite, the feeling of ease. Notice the feeling of ease in your body, resting, allowing, inviting the feeling of ease in your body. And then notice and sense both the feeling of ease, the energy of effort, the feeling of ease, and the energy of effort. Notice both as one continuous spectrum, sensation in the body, effort, and ease. And then notice and observe other sensations in the body showing up as pairs of the opposites, anger and joy, light and darkness, giving and receiving. Flow and stillness, effort and ease. Begin to sense all these pairs of opposites, all sensations within the body merging as one into a state of equilibrium, harmony, wholeness, integration. It's from within this space, this place of being, the moment of the sacred pause, where you might begin to then visualize. Notice the space behind your eyelids and begin to visualize the half moon hanging in a vast indigo sky. See the light, see the dark. Notice the half moon above you, half illuminated, half in shadow, equal parts of a perfect whole. Notice the reflection of the moonlight shimmering on still waters below. You're standing at the edge of the ocean, feeling the serenity of balance and ease. Here you have arrived to the sacred pause, the stillness between what was and what's next. You find yourself neither reaching nor retreating, simply resting in the center of your own rhythm. You feel the peace of alignment, the wholeness of integration, and the ease of enough. It's within this state of ease, contentment, and perhaps gratitude that you might now take the time to return inward, reconnecting to your intention, heart space. As you feel and sense your intention, as it comes to mind from the heart, you might speak it again, another 3 times, either from within or out loud, through the lips or the space between your ears. And then feel it. Feel your whole intention within the whole body through the breath. Breathe it in and let it go. Feel for the feeling of letting go as you take a slow, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then allow yourself just a little more time, a little more time to rest, be present. And then as it feels ready for you, give yourself another slow, deep breath. This time, breathe it all in. Pause at the top. If you can sip in a little bit more, go for it. And then exhale, let it go. Mouth, nose, or lips, let go with a sigh. As you now begin to release and to let go of the Yoga Nidra journey. Of course, if you have the time and would like to rest longer, by all means, feel free to take the time for yourself. Otherwise, just begin to feel for a little movement in your body. Maybe wiggle your fingertips, your toes. Sometimes it feels good to take a big full body stretch. Other times you might just want to roll to one side. So just do what feels good for you. Once you're pausing on your side, you're going to take a deep breath of gratitude for yourself for showing up. And when you're ready, just come to a comfortable seat. You might bring your hands palms together at the heart space. Bow your head to your heart. One more time, just rest your eyes. Feel for the breath. Feel for your presence. And then gently bow head to heart to balance the light and the shadow from within. I am balanced. I am whole. Namaste. My heart to yours. I thank you for showing up this evening, allowing me to share this practice of Yoga Nidra with you. If you have any questions, anytime, feel free to reach out. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Enjoy the half moon and hope to see you next week. Namaste.